Is sushi actual junk food? Well, you're about to find out today as we rank 3 different price points, right down from $1 all the way up to a $100 sushi meal. Well, let's get going, because I am hungry. So to start off, we're gonna try one of the most convenient store foods. Actually, sushi from the local Famimart. They're all over the place. I'm just gonna go grab some. Japanese convenience stores are abundant and quite the beauty of living in Japan. I recently ranked which was the best between Lawson, 7-Eleven, and Famimart. Check out the link below if you want to find out more. Today, we picked this Famimart, which is located right in front of the famous 109 building in Shibuya. I choose 2 of my favorite sushis, the natto maki and the tuna mayo. You can really never go wrong with these 2. I opened up the sushi and did the calculations. If you consider 2 makis as one little plate, which you could get at some of the other conveyor belt sushis, then this comes to 52 yen. 52 yen, that's like 40 cents maybe? 30 cents, something like that. Now the big one here, which is the tuna mayo one, which I really like. Also, it's a bit of a thick maki, is about 150 yen. So there you have it. $2 worth of sushi, maybe a bottle of this tea, which is nice and warm, for another $1. You have a meal for less than $3. And I think I'm gonna get ready to eat something now. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, itadakimasu! So, the natto maki. Actually, if you're a vegan guy, this is probably one of the better choices that you could also enjoy sushi from, because this is just fermented soybeans. Let's go ahead and see what this one tastes like. If you like natto, which I do, this is actually really delicious. That's actually crazy good how good that was with the special sauce on top of it. Now, you use the chopsticks, or you can eat it with your fingers. It doesn't really matter. I just like the chopsticks for the effect of the itadakimasu. But this one, an old-time staple. It's just one of those makis that people always come back for. Tuna mayo. It's not spicy like in America. Here, it's just tuna mayo. Here we go. Oh yeah. I don't know why my mind goes to bicycle trips where you're tired out on the road and you just go and grab one of these in a convenience store. It just comes with such a homecoming feeling. It's delicious. Would I come back for this? Absolutely. Now the warm tea that you can get from the convenience stores here in the wintertime when it's still a little bit cold is also very delicious. Oh. What a great day to start the filming. Anyway, we got more places to go, so let's get on the move. Well, did you actually know that back in the Edo period, the sushi was considered a fast food? So fast food is technically junk food. That means this is probably junk food. Today, we're gonna go in here on one of the back streets of Shibuya to a place called AMAMI Sushi. And it's actually one of those conveyor belts where the sushi comes on a train. Let's go. Continuing to pursue deliciousness, fun and speed, Obe is a unique conveyor belt sushi restaurant that focuses on the 110 yen menu and offers a variety of services that will please customers. All right, so here at the conveyor belt sushi restaurant, you start off by choosing your menu here. Let's check it out. Most of it is also written in English, so that's actually kind of cool. We're just gonna grab a couple of different sushis, right? So English menu, yes. We've got the fare menu, we've got the gunkan maki, we've got the sushi rolls, we've got nigiri sushi. Let's go for the nigiri sushi because they just look delicious. So tuna for sure, yeah. Plus on the menu over here, minced tuna, which is one of my favorites. Yeah, this one here with wasabi. And what else can we do? Maybe some salmon? Yeah, look at that, seared salmon with pepper mayo. That looks great. Order. And then confirm, and that's it. Super simple. And then all you gotta do is sit here and wait for your sushi to come. We should have timed it, to see how long it actually takes for your sushi to get here. Because literally, I think if you wanna classify something as fast food, you should probably be on par with McDonald's. And they have a rule that the fries have to be less than a minute old. Oh, here comes the first one. Check it out. So it's on the top belt. And here's my seared pepper salmon mayo. And once you pick it up, you gotta make sure that they know you've picked it up, so you push it. Then you reset the machine, and then the next one will come in soon. The minced tuna one, which is the negi toro, is probably one of my all-time favorites. When that is done properly as a, sushi chef does it, they'll take the parts of the tuna and they'll chop it up, and then they'll mix in the negi and it'll go, and then they put a little bit of wasabi on it, and then with the rice vinegar, what is that? Sake rice vinegar, mixed rice. They have these cups here that you could also just take some of this green powder and put a bit of green powder in here. And then you have a hot water fountain right here that you could just make your own green tea. You just swirl it around like that. What it does is, in between sushi bites, right, it'll rinse your palates out so you could actually taste each flavor of each piece of sushi better. But here, you have a variety of everything. Actually, for desserts here, they also have Godiva chocolate ice cream. Definitely not part of sushi experience. But here, man, who cares? We're in Shibuya. No.
For you.
It's like, oh shit, one of them just fell off the conveyor belt. I'm happy that's not my sushi. Actually, the English name for this restaurant is called Genki Sushi. And yeah, I do feel like I get a little bit genki by coming in here. It's a fast food restaurant and the sushi's actually not coming out. It seems like they're shipping everything off to everybody else but me. I think I can hear something. Abracadabra. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Here we go. Check it out. Tuna and minced tuna. Look at this guy. Well, you know the tradition per se of the show. 3, 2, 1. Itadakimasu. Trying to keep it low, guys, okay? Gotten a lot of comments about this. It's actually not rude to do what I'm doing, but playing it low and cool today. I think what we really need to do is start off with the first one, which is a sushi. Just a tuna sushi. So here we have it. Different colored plates is actually different price settings. I like to put my soy sauce on it. So I'm just gonna douse it a little bit over here. There you go. I like to put a lot of soy sauce actually. This is considered a lot. But that's just the way I am. You could do as little or as much as you want. But here comes the first bite. I'm gonna go straight for the juggernaut, basically, for the most expensive one here. That's really fresh. It's really fresh. Quite delicious. I'd actually say the size of the sushi was really well balanced out somehow. Like the size of what they call the shari and the neta. So there's actually kind of more fish than there's rice there. But when you bite into it, it's really good. It's like a great sized bite and it's really fresh. Soy sauce also gives you that little salty flavor, so it reminds you a little bit of the ocean kind of thing. Now you see, the texture has already been chewed up for you, so it's very different from a piece of fish, as is. But I guarantee you it's gonna be delicious. I can already tell. Here we go.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Give me a moment. Please give me a moment here. I need one more.
This is, for a conveyor belt sushi restaurant, it's delicious. No wonder it's already packed out. They just opened up 4 minutes ago. All right, rinse the palate. And then to get the more Shibuya experience of this place is probably to get one of these mayo with, what is this? Salmon mayo? Yeah, it's salmon mayo and peppers. I don't have high expectations for this one, but why not? When in Shibuya, do as Shibuya. Just between you and me, whatever happens in Shibuya stays in Shibuya. Gosh, that was horrendous. We have now tried the cheapest sushi from a convenience store. We've tried the conveyor belts. Now let's go get some real sushi at a real restaurant with a real sushi chef. Come on. Angela had decided to tag along on today's shoot, so we got to share all the different cuts. But at this point, I'm actually feeling more excited about moving on to the next place, as I'm still trying to forget that salmon pepper cut. Thank you very much. ごちそうさまでした. Now check that out, Tomodachi. 1,000 yen for the whole thing. Actually, each one of those plates was between 150 and 160 yen. That is extremely cheap for a nice little piece of sushi. Man, actually on the overall experience and right here in this crazy area called Shibuya, it's worth coming in for. It's fun. It was full of tourists for sure. Well, as much fun as Shibuya has been this time, I'm more excited about getting on to the real sushi restaurant, Sushi Amami. So here for the final destination, the last restaurant on today's show, we're at the sushi restaurant called AMAMI. I'm gonna meet up with Taisho, which is the owner here, and he's gonna explain to me a little bit about the history and what sushi is all about. But I'm super excited because he's also the dad of a 6-time world Muay Thai champion, the Little Tiger. Come on, let's get inside. So here we are, Taisho. 今日はよろしくお願いします。
よろしくお願いします。
Voted number 1 in Japan in 2018 on TripAdvisor, AMAMI Sushi. Tell us how it all started.
もう僕のお父さんが昔から寿司屋だったんで、それで始めました。
So when you were a child, were you also helping your dad out in the kitchen?
自分は16代の寿司屋の小僧になって、それからずっと寿司屋で来てます。
Wonderful. For all the sushi fans from all over the world, potentially coming to Japan to enjoy sushi in Japan for their first times, is there anything they should not be doing?
今の日本人もそうだけど、外人の人は箸を使ってお寿司を食べようとしてる。はい。本当は手で食べなきゃいけない。そのためにおしぼりが置いてある。
なるほど。
箸はお刺身屋なんかは箸でいいけど、お寿司は手で食べる。
I see. Are there any other things to watch out for when enjoying sushi? 寿司屋では。
昔のお寿司屋さんはさっき言ったみたく、ここのカウンターは自分で好きなのを選ぶ。カウンターに座っててお任せ、お任せ。じゃあ何のためでお好みのカウンターか分かんない。
なるほど。Wow, I always thought that because you sat up here, you just wanted the chef to present you with whatever you wanted to. Actually, today I won't be sitting up here. I'm going to ask you a favor. I have 10,000 yen. For this 10,000 yen, I was going to ask you to do omakase. So, Master, is it okay to ask you for this?
こちらで食べてもらいます。
Yes, of course. では、お願いします。いただきます。So, one man and his fish. We're back here in the chair. I'm very excited. You can see the setup is ready. I've got my own personal soy sauce here. I've got my oshibori so that I can eat the sushi with my fingers. And I think they're ready. Sushi, it's like art. The carefully prepared rice is molded into perfectly sized shapes, and the fish cut into perfection. The chefs have spent over 20 years perfecting their craft, and nothing stops them from making each piece with the same intensity of care. The bamboo leaves are cut into intricately decorative shapes like birds and other creatures. At this level of sushi, you know you're in the hands of masters. お願いします! Oh man, I didn't know that you're not allowed to eat the sushi with your chopsticks. Oh, these gold nuggets are brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Wow! Oh my gosh. Now that is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And this is all for me. Oh man. Look at the artwork on these leaves that they have in there. The ikura is falling over the edge of that gunkan. Oh man, the sujiko and that chutoro. That's the fatty tuna. Yeah. Okay, as per tradition, we have to do it once more. 3, 2, 1, itadakimasu! All right. Where do we start? All right, first things first, let me get some of the soy sauce. Here's my little dipper. And that should be enough. And I'm gonna go straight for this one, the tuna. So you hold it in your 3 fingers, douse the fish side, 1, 2 maybe, and then I don't think I've ever had such beautiful sushi in my life. It is so fresh, so juicy, and the fatness on the tuna, I think we must be in season for this. And then there's a girth to the fish of it that you know that this was a big, strong tuna fish swimming around in the ocean. Oh man, this is just delicious. Like for comparison, we went from the convenience store to the conveyor belt, and now I just had the best tuna I've ever had in my life right here in Sushi Amami. It is absolutely amazing. Also, the artwork, the whole experience of meeting the team out here, seeing what they do, and just like knowing that they caught a fresh, I kid you not, a fresh, alive shrimp. It might still be moving in there. And then to try one of these, it's like, it doesn't get any fresher than that. This thing was just swimming around before. Again, follow the same way. Douse it a little bit, not too overpowering. In Japanese, when they talk about the freshness of a shrimp, they'll go puchi puchi. And when it comes into your mouth, it's just like so fresh, so strong, so delicious. These small ones with tuna fish inside, this is a different part of the tuna. It's not as fatty as the first one. Just dip it, go for it. Oh man, that's like a little party popper. Here's the thing though. Here's the thing that really hits you when you start eating it. It's the rice. The rice tastes so different from the cheap places. It is like mixed up with the, what is that they call it? The sake vinegar? Rice sake vinegar that they mix up with the rice? It changes the texture. Also, it's been properly boiled and properly like rinsed by these chefs behind me here. And man, I gotta say, they do a fantastic job. Do you mind watching me eat a little bit? I'm just gonna go for a couple of these pieces because man, this is so good. I mean, look at that. Come on, look at the freshness of that. Yeah, don't lose the top of it by holding onto it here with your forefinger. Dip the fish part in it, and then, that is so good. Oh man, brutal honesty. I mean, you gotta rank it, right? Would I come back for this? Absolutely yes. With a top, absolutely on top of that. I gotta say though, out of everything that we've learned today, I feel like there's the most important experience and lesson also to learn that you don't eat the sushi with your chopsticks. But even if you do eat it with your chopsticks, there are ways to do it where you take it from the side. I'm just gonna go for this one up here because this one looks incredible. So if you wanna do with your chopsticks, this is how you do it. Take it and hold it from the side, dip it from the top, and then eat it. I don't know how this suddenly could get better, but it just did. My gosh, that's just beautiful. It's poetic. I'm feeling like a blue tuna myself here, all like in my elements. My God, it's good. It's so delicious. Actually, I want to try that one. It's been staring at me for quite a while. I know it's a little bit hard to compare with the other places that we went to because we didn't have this one, but this ikura, I think I should just eat it like it is. これそのままでいいですよね? Yeah, so you could just eat it as it is. Oh. That's just beautiful. I mean, it's just delicious. That really puchi puchi pops in your mouth. And when you chew down on that rice that is held together, because it's a different kind of style of maki, it's a more a chunky bite, if I could say it like that, with the rice around it. And it's just really good. You know, the chef just came in and asked me if I would be interested in him deep frying the heads from the shrimp there. And that actually sounds like a great idea. Then you can get that extra calcium and protein there. Is the shrimp heads that they've now fried up, deep fried it. And these you can also just grab with your fingers like that. And potentially you should be able to just eat them as they are. Oh yeah. My God, that is umai! It is so fresh. I don't even know how they do it because there's no batter on it. You're basically just eating the shrimp head, but it's still got some of the meat inside it and the oil. There's no like heavy, oil to it. Like if you got a tonkatsu, for example, when it's got all the batter and breadcrumbs on top of it, this is purely just heated up and cooked to perfection. One thing you got to be careful of though, because it is a a deadly animal from the bottom of the ocean. It does come with a lot of, fangs and stuff, and they're quite prickly inside your mouth. So bite down with caution. Bite! So thank you guys tagging along on my sushi adventure today, ranking them from top 1, 2, 3. Brutal honesty, and this is just between you and me. I actually think the Famimart Sushi was better than the conveyor belt. Not even kidding there. But this one, it's just different level, different level. Anyway, if you like what you see and you see what you like, why don't you go ahead and subscribe to the channel? Come on, set the reminder and also leave a comment below and tell me what kind of sushi is your favorite one. And I'll see you in the next one. Us! I also added in 2 bottles of tea because, you can never have enough liquids. I smacked it right through.